Good morning, this is your AI host, Jay. I'm here with the automatically generated, Journato, morning headlines on January 26, 2024. Dame Maureen Lipman says there is nowhere safe to be Jewish ahead of Holocaust Memorial Day. 3 charged in Thailand after lion cub filmed riding in back of Bentley. Sky News, Thai police to charge 2 over pet lion spotted cruising in Bentley. BBC, watch, Thai woman takes lion for joyride in open-top Bentley. The Telegraph, Thailand lion video, owner of Lion Way Day cruise inside open-top Bentley chop arrest. BBC.com, Bentley owner takes lion cub on a joyride in Thailand, leaves netizens furious. Tiny penguin rescued from Wellington Airport runway moments before plane takes off. Sky News, penguin found at New Zealand airport just before takeoff, unusual little visitor. NDTV, a penguin wandered onto a New Zealand airport runway. A rescue ensued. The Washington Post, penguin waddles its way onto Wellington Airport runway, delays flight. Hindustan Times, flight delayed in New Zealand after penguin waddles its way into airport. Spanish region hits 28°C in January, the second highest temperature in 38 years. Sky News, fears over climate change. Mallorca Daily Bulletin, fears for Spain summer holidays as temperatures soar to 28°C in January. Birmingham Live, how long will this spring-like weather remain in Spain with temperatures up to 24°C? SuranEnglish.com, Spain at boiling point as temperatures skyrocket to 28°C in January, sparking fears. Australia Day, the quiet rebranding of a controversial national holiday. BBC, Australians protest British colonisation on a national holiday some mark as Invasion Day. The Independent, toppled statues, protests, Australia marks contentious national holiday. Al Jazeera English, the absurd 26th of January debate overlooks that many on both sides want the same thing, a day of unity. The Guardian, the grief and mourning feels like Groundhog Day as we prepare for another January 26th of colonial culture wars, Dorinda Cox. Hermit crabs are wearing our plastic rubbish. Josef Fritzl to be moved to regular prison from psychiatric unit, lawyer says. The Guardian, Josef Fritzl to be moved to a regular prison, says his lawyer. Euronews, Josef Fritzl can be released to regular prison, court rules, in move that paves way for nursing home transfer. Sky News, Josef Fritzl can be moved to normal prison, court rules. The Times, Josef Fritzl no longer dangerous as court approves transfer to regular prison. Michigan school shooter's mum weeps as she goes on trial. BBC, why are Michigan school shooter Ethan Crumley's parents on trial? The Independent, Jennifer Crumley emotional as trial begins. BBC.com, Michigan school shooter Ethan Crumley's disturbing homework where he wrote "The world is dead" is shown to Jew. Daily Mail, trial for Michigan school shooter's mother begins, with a Taylor Swift quote. Georgia's stolen children, twins sold at birth reunited by TikTok video. Peter Navarro, ex-Trump advisor sentenced for contempt of Congress. BBC, ex-Trump aide Peter Navarro sentenced to 4 months in jail for contempt of Congress. The Independent, ex-Trump trade advisor speaks after sentenced to 4 months in prison. BBC.com, former Trump aide sentenced to 4 months in prison for contempt of Congress. U.S. election 2024's, latest news, polls and results. The Independent, Donald Trump warns Nikki Haley's billionaire backers to halt support. Financial Times, Donald Trump warns imposter Haley as he takes battle to Biden. The Times, the Trump MAGA purge. Donald Trump says this is not America after he testifies for 3 minutes in E Jean Carroll trial. Sky News, defiant Trump takes legal risk on stand in New York defamation trial. BBC, a day after Trump testifies, lawyers have final say in E Jean Carroll defamation trial. The Independent, Trump goes on the attack, testifies in court. Gaza war, ICJ to rule on call for Israel to stop military action. BBC, Israel braces for interim ICJ ruling on allegation of genocide in Gaza. The Guardian, Israel reveals secret orders in fightback against genocide charges. The Telegraph, Israel's case at the ICJ. An armed conflict where only one side is allowed to fight. Middle East Eye, opinion, South Africa sees its moral conscience in a genocide case. Outcry as Alabama death row inmate Kenneth Smith is executed with nitrogen. Updates. The Independent, Kenneth Eugene Smith, Alabama carries out first U.S. nitrogen gas execution. BBC, U.S. inmate faces first nitrogen execution. BBC News. BBC News, why do we treat our pets more humanely than a death row inmate? This was all for the news. Thanks for listening. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.